Another audio adapter from the Synido is coming out very soon, and this is the Synido Live Dock audio interface or audio adapter A20. If you had watched my last video, that was this one. So this is also a live dock from Synido. This is A10 version, and this is the A20 version. So this is the one coming out very soon. What is this about? This is the adapter that you can use for your streaming or recording. Without further ado, let me show you what this little adapter can do from the Synido. Again, this is the Synido Live Dock audio adapter A20. Let me show you first what the package comes with when you get this Synido Live Dock audio adapter A20. Out of the box, it looks like that. So as you can see over here, this is kind of a plug and play adapter, and you can use this one to connect to your phones, to your computer, and you can even connect this to an instrument, maybe a guitar. And as same as the other one before, the A20 version, like this one here, this also has a Bluetooth feature, so which means you can connect background music to hear wirelessly via Bluetooth. Okay, let's now open. Okay, first you will see this little manual. There it is, or a quick start guide. And over here you will get this TRRS, the one that has 3 lines on both ends, so one of that. Also, you will get this adapter. This is 6.35 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter audio adapter. And you will also get this lanyard. So there it is. And okay, you will also get this certificate of conformity. And finally, this one here. So this is it. It's very small. It's not even heavy. It's actually light. If you're curious, how big is this with the last one? So this is A10 version, and this is A20 version. So that's the difference. Okay, and from here, of course, you have this volume over here. You have your Bluetooth turning on and off. You have your loopback. You have your mute and solo. And as you can see over here, you have your headphone adapter right there, or headphone port, and you have your microphone. You can connect also this to a power bank, which means if you are recording or streaming, you can charge while you're doing so. And over here, you can connect an instrument. So as you can see, there is a guitar icon right there. And now to connect this one is, there is a cable here attached. There it is. So this is USB-C. Unfortunately, this is not for iPhone that has lightning port on it. So this is only for USB-C connectivity. For testing, I'll be connecting the Synido Live Dock audio adapter A20 to the Samsung phone that has USB-C port on it, and then we'll do some sample recordings with this guitar on here. And also I'll be showing you that it does work if you're going to be connecting a Beam 800 condenser microphone with this. So there's a port here for a microphone. Okay, let's start now the connections. First, I'm going to connect the USB-C port on here to this Samsung. Okay, there it is. And now what I'll do is I'm going to connect this Beam 800 condenser microphone. So this is a corded one. So there it is. And I am going to connect it to here. There should be a port right there for microphone, the one over there. So I'll connect this on here. And now for connecting this guitar, so you need, of course, a guitar cable, and I have this cable over here to connect this electric guitar. Okay, so very self-explanatory. Connect one end to here and then to there. And now the other end, I will be connecting to here. So this instrument port right there. And of course, we want to monitor the audio, and for that, we will be connecting an earphone. To connect is also very self-explanatory. There is an earphone port over here. So that one right there, that's where I'm going to connect this. Okay, there it is. And so now we're all set. Let me do the recap. So again, this one here is connected to the guitar, and this one here is connected So the microphone icon right there, this one here is connected to this BM800 condenser microphone, while this one here is the earphone. So this is the one where I'll be monitoring the audio. And by the way, as I mentioned earlier, you can connect here USB-C if you want to charge your device while you are doing your streaming or recording. And over here, this BT over here, this is turn on and off button if you want to connect a source or any music from maybe a different device. If you want to connect it here via Bluetooth, then you just turn it on and then pair them and then connect them from there. When you open the settings of the sound settings of that device, you should be able to see Synido Live Dock, and you can pair them right there. And the loopback over here, what it is if you're going to be connecting this one to a laptop or computer for recording and streaming, and at the same time you are playing music from there, then that's the use of this. What it means is if it's off, if you're playing music, it will not be recorded or it will not be heard on your streaming. But if this is on, then it's the other way around. You should be able to record that music and you will still be able to hear it. It's just that if it's off, it will not be recorded, and at the same time it will not be heard on your streaming. And mute and solo, so you can play around with it later. You can mute yourself, very, very self-explanatory. Over here, this is the volume control of the instrument or any music input you're going to connect on here. Your volume control is over there, while over here, so this one here is another button. This is the volume control of the microphone. Let's say I'm connecting a microphone right now. My volume control is on here. Just to give you a heads up, in this setup right now, the microphone will not have, let's say your vocals will not have effects because we are not connecting this one to any audio software. So pretty much the output is going to be flat without any reverberation in this kind of a setup. Okay. And from here, I'm going to start recording from this Samsung device so I can show you also the recorded audio output in this kind of setup using the Synido Live Dock audio adapter A20. Okay, I'm going to start now. Okay, so from here, whatever you're listening to, this is now the audio. So the microphone I'm connecting is the BM800 condenser microphone connected to here. And as I mentioned earlier, the volume of your microphone is on this side over here. So if I'm going to turn it up, there it is. It's pretty loud. And as I mentioned also earlier, that the vocals is really flat because we are not connecting in this kind of setup, this setup to an audio software or any sound card or audio interface that will give us effects. So that's why it is flat. So what I'm just trying to point right now or showing you is that I will be able to record a guitar, electric guitar, to this Samsung device using this adapter. Okay, please bear with me because I do not really know how to play guitar. And again, as I mentioned earlier, that is how to control the microphone over there and over here. So there is a button also over here. This is to control the volume of the input. So if you are going to, let's say, connect an instrument, then your volume control is there. If you're going to connect something else on here, maybe a live sound card or audio interface, then your volume control still is going to be on here. So right now it's 12 dB. If I'm going to, maybe let's try first maybe 6 dB. Okay, I'm going to strum this guitar, electric guitar. Okay, so you could hardly hear it. Okay. Okay, so you could hardly hear it. Now, if I'm going to increase the volume, okay, there it is. So it's now 12 dB. So still not as loud. Okay, let's increase some more. Okay, so now it's 16 dB. Okay, so it's getting louder. Okay, and now let's set it to the max. That's 21 dB. There it is. So now this is the max volume. And if it happens your guitar has a volume control, then you can adjust that from there as well. As I'm showing you right now, it is possible to record a guitar using this Synido Live Dock audio adapter A20. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not really a pro on playing guitar. Anyway, that should be your audio output. And this microphone over here, this is the A20 condenser microphone. So if you have one, then you are able to connect it. And maybe if it's not for singing, maybe for just talking, then yeah, you can for sure use the A20 condenser microphone via a TRS or 3.5 millimeter jack to connect to this live dock audio adapter. So my voice is not as loud because I'm not really too close to this microphone. But if I'm going to go closer, there it is. It's actually pretty loud. There it is. Sound check. Testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, whatever you're listening right now, this is the recorded audio from this Samsung device. Another way in using this live dock audio interface is, let's say you are connecting an audio interface to this computer, and this is where you'll be playing music, and at the same time you're opening the audio software for your vocal effects. And now sometimes we have this kind of setup, but we don't know how to do recordings on our phone, or maybe how are you gonna go live streaming, maybe on Facebook or TikTok or YouTube. The fact that you have this kind of setup. So this is what it is. Having this audio adapter, Synido Live Dock audio adapter, you will be able to do some recordings to the Samsung device or even live streaming. Okay, so right now I'm just monitoring my audio on here. So what I'll do is I'm going to be removing this earphone later. I'll put it back. This earphone here, I'll put it back to here, that earphone port. So in this setup right now, I'm going to, the audio out from this Focusrite will come in as an input here from this Synido Live Dock, and then that will be recorded to this device over here. From here, what I did is, if you remember, I do have this audio adapter on here. So it comes with one audio adapter. This is a very, very simple setup. So it does. This is a very simple setup, as I showed you earlier. This comes with one audio adapter, the 6.35 millimeter to the 3.5 millimeter jack. And if you have one more, you can connect it through here to the headphone port. And then you connect the cable that comes in the package, the TRS cable. So connect it from the headphone port right there, and then connect it to the instrument port on here. And that's how you're able to record on your Samsung device or Android devices, and even into the other devices that has a USB-C port on them. And also you can do streaming, not only recording. Okay, so let's do a quick sample recording. So as you notice, I've already opened the Ableton Live on here. Just make sure though, go to settings and then set the Focusrite as your input, and then the output still the Focusrite, because the audio from here will come out to this earphone and then go into this Synido Live Dock, and then it will be recorded to your device. So right now there's no effects yet. That is because I have not added effects from this Ableton Live. What I'll do is I'm just going to go to the preset reverb on here. So I'll go to reverb and resonance, and then reverb, and then I'm just going to go to hall, and then maybe let's select concert. Oh, there it is. It's a lot and lots of effects. So if you do not want lots, of course, lower it. Okay, there it is. So this is a simple setup. Just select one from those, and then just lower the dry and wet, and you're all good to go for singing purposes. The advantage of connecting this to Focusrite is, of course, you can get the vocal effects from there, and plus you can play your background music from here. But again, as I mentioned earlier, you will be able to connect music directly to here via Bluetooth or wireless. Okay, let's do a quick sample. I had, there is, maybe let's do this. Let's do a quick sample. Let's try this music on here. Okay, so let's say we're good with that effects, or if you want more, then again, it's just over here, the dry, wet. Okay, let's do a quick sample from here. Okay, and by the way, to control the volume of your music is gonna be from this laptop. So if you want to turn it up, then it's like that, or lower it. Okay, let's do now a quick sample. Then you say go slow, I fall behind. The second hand and one Okay, there it is. So anyway, that should be your audio output if you're going to be maybe having this kind of setup. So again, same as I mentioned earlier, if you're going to go live streaming, then your audio output is going to be like that as well. And by the way, as you notice, Loopback here is off, so it doesn't really matter because the music is coming from this laptop, but you are recording on this phone. So again, as I mentioned earlier, Loopback only matters if you are recording or streaming on this same laptop. So in this setup right now, the music that I'm playing from this laptop should still be recorded on the Samsung device, even if the Loopback is off. And same thing if you're doing streaming, the music from here should be heard by your listeners or viewers. From here, let's do another quick sample, and let me add more effects this time. Anyway, it's your preference, and feel free to adjust from this software, whatever software you're using. Okay, let's do a quick sample from here. Watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. Okay, there it is. So anyway, it's all up to you, however much reverb you want to use in this kind of setup. And by the way, if you are curious, this volume knob on here, this is just for you to monitor the audio. This does not affect the recorded audio from this Samsung device nor on your streaming. So again, this is just for you to monitor the audio. Even if this is at 0, you won't hear it, but still the audio coming out from this microphone, and same thing with the music you're playing, it should still be recorded on this device, as well as let's say if you are doing streaming. So in this setup right now, your microphone volume is pretty much on here, and then the music is gonna be from here, and your volume control for both the music and the microphone is of course over here. And on here you can also control the volume of your microphone and your background music from here, from this sides over here. So as I showed you earlier, whatever you connect on this input on here, you can control the volume also on this side over here. So there it is. So anyway, that is all I can share for today. I hope this video gives you now an idea as to how to use this kind of audio adapter, the Synido Live Dock audio adapter A20. And for those of you who will be interested in getting one, I should be adding a link under the description below. And I want to thank Synido for sending me this audio adapter so I can make this video right now. And anyway, that is all I can share for today. Thanks again, guys, for watching. If you like this type of video, please give it a like. And if you want more of this type of videos, consider subscribing if you haven't done yet, and hit the notification bell so you're always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe, and until next time.